Once upon a time, there was a blue sea which looked like a paradise. The sea was vast and deep, with colorful fish and corals. There was Sea King's beautiful palace under the sea. Everyone in the sea loved the Sea King because he was smart and fair. King ruled with his 5 daughters, including the Little Mermaid. The Little Mermaid was the most beautiful and kind-hearted soul. She was King's youngest and most loved daughter. She was his favorite daughter, who enjoyed wondering about the world beyond the sea. Little Mermaid would swim through the sea gardens every day in the hopes of finding new surprises. She was very kind to marine life around her. Sometimes the Little Mermaid dreamed of the outside world. Her sisters were happy with their normal life under sea. But she felt different. She didn't feel the same. She was interested in what was going on in the outside world. She had a dream.
I wish I could walk on the surface like humans.
The older sister had her 16th birthday. Everyone in the palace celebrated. The older sister was thrilled. However, the Little Mermaid was sad. She was too young to surface. The older sister swam to the surface. She returned home the next morning. She was eager to tell her sisters. Her sisters surrounded her. She described her sights.
I saw really big ships with humans on the surface of the ocean.
After all this time, the Little Mermaid turned 18.
You can go to the surface, my daughter.
She swam upwards to the surface of the ocean happily. She saw a big ship on the surface. There was a prince on the ship. Suddenly, there were dark clouds in the sky. The ship was shaking when a storm came up. There was a lot of wind and the waves got bigger. The ship drowned in the water. The Little Mermaid searched for the prince. After that, she saw him sinking. She knew she had to save him. The prince was saved by the Little Mermaid. She watched him over and over again. She had never been so close to a person before. It seemed like she liked him more and more as she looked at him. She knew she could never be with him, since she was a mermaid. She swam deeper even though her heart hurt. She kept thinking about him over and over.
I wish I could see him right now.
She fell more and more in love with him. Forced by her love, she went to the evil sea witch to find a way to become human. The sea witch made the offer with a wink and a sparkle in her eyes.
There is a terrible price for your dream, but you alone can choose.
The Little Mermaid had to drink the potion and gave up her voice for legs like people. She was cursed to feel pain in feet with every step. Sea Witch also told her that she would turn into sea foam if the prince marries someone else. This spell scared her, but she was determined to win her prince. Little Mermaid drank the potion. Her tail vanished and was replaced by 2 human legs. She tried to stand but felt pain in her legs. With determination, she walked out of the sea and stepped on land. The Little Mermaid couldn't walk and fell on the ground. Prince was finding the person who saved his life. During his search, he found the Little Mermaid, who was now human. The prince took her to his house where she learned how people live. She was mute, but she talked with her eyes. The prince liked her too. Soon, both of them became best friends. On a random day, the prince reveals a sad news to Little Mermaid.
I have to marry the girl that my parents chose for me.
It disappointed Little Mermaid and broke her heart. But there was nothing she could say since she had no voice. She knew that the prince's marriage would turn her into foam. The next morning, as the sun was going down, she walked toward the beach. The warm breeze brought the smell of the sea with her as she walked forward. She stood there and stared out at the endless sky for a moment. She finally sat down on the wet sand and waited for what would happen. The thought of turning into foam hurt her heart. All of a sudden, the sound of waves got louder. She saw her sister coming up from the water. She put out her hand and a golden knife appeared. She told her,
If you use this on the prince, you will live.
The little mermaid paused and looked at the knife. As she made her choice to not kill the prince, she took one last deep breath and threw the knife into the water. She cried because she knew she had picked love over life. The Sea King came out of the water just as she was about to fade away. He told his daughter,
I gave my magic stick to the witch so I could save you.
The witch didn't know that the magic stick took away all of her powers. As soon as she touched it, everything started to fall apart. All of her powers vanished, and she turned into a monster. After becoming a monster, she hit the royal boat on which Prince's wedding was taking place, and then the monstrous sea witch died. With her death, the curse on Little Mermaid was broken too. The ocean was peaceful, and the Little Mermaid returned to her home. She finally felt free as she played with the fish. The Little Mermaid learned that to be happy, you have to sometimes make sacrifices. Dear friends, here comes an end to the adventures of the Little Mermaid. But wait, have you ever encountered such a situation in real life where you had to make a choice to save yourself some trouble? If yes, let us know in the comments section.